Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and this is Tales from the Interface Live, a weekly show in which I show you behind the scene, the scene look at my comic book process. Um, in a slowly decaying city, social class is determined by the amount of time you spend in a virtual world called the interface. This is the main theme of my comic, and each week, as I said, I just go through what I do every day, and take any questions you might have. So if you have any, just post them in a comment. I do appreciate likes and all that good stuff. Likes, share, all that. It's really nice. If you like what you see, do follow, because do subscribe, follow, depending on which platform you're looking at, and you'll be updated whenever I'm live, whenever I post something. Tales from the Interface is a web comic as well as a print comic. You can get a print comic on my webcomic site, so there's a shop link very conveniently placed. And you can get it there. 2 issues are out. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start my my comic. Here you go. So I'm working out of Clip Paint Studio, and this is the page view, and shows you all the pages. This is chapter 7 of my comic, so that's the one I'm working on. And where I am now, I just finished inking everything. You know, there might be some small stuff to fix, but generally speaking, the inking is done. So now what I'm doing is called flatting. So that means laying out the main colors and kind of getting a general tone. Let me just share this so people can find it. Let me just share my live stream. So yeah, one thing I should say probably is that everything here is done solely by me. I do get some help for revision, so I do have a group of beta reader that look at my pages and give me some comments and stuff like that. But yeah, I do the graphic design, I do the script, I do the drawing, everything. So if you have a question on any of that, feel free to ask it. And I'm just checking all the details, see everything is working well. Is the sound good? Might be a bit low. I'll okay. Hello, test. I'll just raise the volume a little bit. I think it's a little better like this. Yes, it is. Okay. Just testing the volume, because sometimes my volume is a little bit low. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me well. All right, so that's where I am at now. This is the current panels that I'm flatting. Flatting process is much easier in Clip Paint than it is in Photoshop for many reasons, and as I go through the process on this page, I'll let you know my main arguments for saying that. So let's say now I need to color this little box that hasn't been colored yet. So for J for gradient, and It's gradient, but it's also the paint bucket in Photoshop. Not sure how it's called here. It doesn't really. Oh, fill. Okay, the fill tool in Clip Paint. All right. So you see, so what's great about it is that Clip Paint not only just because in Photoshop it would just like fill until the edge, but in Clip Paint actually overfills, and you have controls over this on how much you want to overfill. So just to show you what I mean, if I lower the opacity here, you can see that the color bled inside the black, underneath the black, and that's really important for when you're printing, because on the screen it might not show, but on printing, if you have like a little annoying white line around your colors, that's because of that. And in Photoshop, you need to create a shortcut in order to expand the selection and then fill. It's a, it's all, even if you, and that expand feature is in the menu. There's no shortcut by default. You need to create your own, and even then, it's another key to press. So it's very annoying. The fill tool in Clip Paint is much superior, and I think Photoshop should take some cues and add the option to overfill. You see, it's I think it's called area scaling. That's their feature. So whenever you fill, or color margin, I'm not sure. Anyway, you can play with those two features, and it will fill as I showed you. The other thing is it also closes gaps. So you see the close gap here. Oh, it's kind of hidden in my face there. Let me just put this here and you can see it better. So you see, close gap is when you have a space in a line. I don't see any here, but let's say there was a white space in my black line, then that close gap feature would pretend that it's connected. So it's very intelligent. The area scaling and the color margin is what you want to change if you want to extend your selection more or less. Refer multiple is you want to see I'm on all layers. So what it will do is look at all the layers in my drawing and use that to determine where the color should fill. And then you can say, oh no, I just want it to take into account one layer specifically. And that's pretty cool. Although I don't really use it, but I recognize that it might be a good feature for a lot of people. I tend to go simpler in my feature use personally. So, and now I'm using another cool tool, which is a lasso fill. Of course, in Photoshop, you do have a lasso, but it doesn't fill at the same time. So you have to, do an extra step and alt backspace. It's not big, but, do that 1,000 times and it starts to be annoying. So all these little things, they make the process a lot more enjoyable and faster. Any step that you can remove is a good step. So you see, it's fairly straightforward. One thing to do, and I'll do it when I start the other panel, is to always put a background color. And one way you could do it is make it very dark. Also, again, because I don't know if you noticed, but I had to fill with the lasso tool here. So if you have white there, it might show up very strongly if you forgot one little piece like that. So if you have a dark color, it might fill out those black and look better. So that's one thing you can do. I do like, though, to have one big flat color and then separated on top and on top. So if I had black, I couldn't do that. So that's not something I do, but it can be good for you. So just if you want to try it out, you know, you can fill your back layer with black first, and then start filling your zones, and any little white space will be turned to black. So that's one way of doing it. You see how I said that the close gap feature is nice, but it closed a gap in our ear and there. So I'm missing the top of your ear. And so you can play with that close gap feature. I need to change it often depending on the drawing. It's a little bit annoying. But it does save you a whole lot of time. All right, I think, yeah, she's pretty much done. Okay, so now for the next. So when I start a layer like that, what I do is I'm just looking at what I have here. What's this? Oh, okay. And then this is a white layer that I have underneath, so I can use that. Control would select everything visible, so I don't like put a huge patch of color there. I think it might make the file larger, so it's probably better now. So just fill that. And then since she's there, I'm gonna start with her. I like to keep my background as one flat color and then create another layer on top for the other colors. Also, I usually cook my characters separate, and that is when I go in and put details in. It's a little bit easier. What I'm doing. All right, here. Pretty sad, cloudy day today. We do have a lot of stuff to do at home, so I think it's gonna be a home improvement day. Fix some little stuff. You know, when you have a home, something always gets broken. Yeah, so I can show you that thing. So the fill tool often leaves that little tiny, so you got to be careful if it doesn't fill the whole section you want, because it often leaves these. I don't know if how much it shows. Yeah, I kind of can see it, right? So if you fill in 2 shots, often it will leave that annoying little section there, and well, that's fixable easily enough with lasso fill, or you can play with your close gap feature and or completely remove it if your line is very well. I could have done it for here because my line is very well defined, and then I wouldn't have that 2 sections there. It should have filled the whole thing. See? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you what I just talked about. So remove close gap. It should, yeah, it works well because all my lines are very well, there's no opening, so it won't bleed out. Now for pens, I don't know, they looks good. I think it's gonna work. If not, then I can turn it back on. Yeah, see, works well. And then I can easily, without caring too much, I can reselect grossly over the zone that hasn't been filled. It's not a bad idea to color the black lines as well. Just go overall in your shape, and because sometime in printing it might not come out as you expect. I'm gonna work a bit on the floor here because I want to show you something. I kept my you see the speed lines there. I've just started using that. I learned recently how to do the it's like a guide where you put, if I click on this, you have a center point and then you can extrude line from there. It's very convenient. And it's good to keep it as its own layer so that you can remove it and it's much easier to fill the background. Then you can turn it back on after. See? And sometimes, you know, it's very sensitive. I mean, the color bled out through this little crack there. And then this little crack there. So, undo. And then I turn on the close gap and I can show you. So if I'm at the first, I don't know, is it gonna work? Yes, it did. So you see it blocked at that point. Sometimes if the crack is bigger, you need to turn it up higher. And that's the gist of it. Fairly easy. So I changed the shirt color for this comic because his shirt got completely ripped off by in the last chapter, and then you can actually go read that right now. He's currently on the operating table, and it's the page that's live right now, so you can go catch up on the story when you have a chance. And don't hesitate to comment there as well. I really like to hear what people think and how they understand the story. I'm just testing to see. It looks like there's somebody watching on Twitch, so hey there, Twitch viewer. I'm just checking my my streams are LT and they seem to be, so great. Yes, all right. I didn't want Discord. I do have a Discord channel, although I don't use it too much. But if you want to chat on there, you're welcome to drop by. Yeah, where was I? Okay, so yeah, so it's better to color the characters at the end. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll keep them on their own layer. It's gonna be a lot cleaner when I do the next step. I'm a bit random for this floor. I don't think people can tell too much if it doesn't match exactly. The lines certainly don't match, but I tried to see there's that machine here. So I've tried to make it that the colors kind of match what we see there, but I don't go crazy about it either. I don't think it matters all that much personally. Hopefully nobody will freak out. I try to match it, make it match. The color certainly is a match, and I think people read rather quickly. So trying to match it exactly the pattern on the floor, I don't think it would really make it much more readable and enjoyable. And I think you need to choose your battle, and that's a little bit too. I don't want to say too much. Unnecessary, you know. I think people care more that the comic get updated than that the tiles match, right? I don't think anybody will take notice. If they do, I'll be shocked, but you know. It will certainly take a lot more time to do. If you see your spinning like that, it might mean that your paint bucket bled all under the line, which is a big pain if you don't notice it quick. So whenever that happens, I just check, remove all the ink, and make sure that I didn't bleed all over the place. And it looks like I didn't, so phew. Just need to remove those construction line. So my floor. Right. Pretty happy how that clown turned out. If you've ever seen him before from some of my posts, you know, I added a lot more detail to him. Right. This is of course the hammer in the wall. I thought it was a nice little Easter egg there for the fans. Great movie, great album. It's kind of thing I never get tired of. Okay, so she's pretty much colored. So I'm gonna keep her by herself because then I can clip some shadows on her maybe. I think that would be cool. So I'll leave her like that for now. And I'm gonna create a new layer for my clown and goatee because they're kind of in the forefront. And I'm probably gonna play with the brightness here. So good to keep them separate. So I do try to plan ahead as much as I can. See, if you just have flats everywhere, it sometimes can be a bit challenging to separate. Clipping is very useful. It's where you you select a layer as a kind of never go outside of this layer. So let's say that I can actually, I'll just show you. So you see where Clara is now. So if I create a new layer here, and then I say this is a clipping layer. See, this is the shortcut for clipping layer. So this whole layer here, if I put a bold color to show you, it will never go outside of her. So whoop. So I can easily, you know, go in and make some I don't know, some highlights, something weird like that, you know, without caring about if I go over the line. So very useful and tool to have. And also if I want to just make her all darker, so let's say I do this and then I lower it, and then she looks like she's in a shadow. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do, but interestingly enough, it's just show you where your fill is kind of lacking. So that's kind of a good trick. I never really thought of using it that way. But yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, it's a good tool. So probably I should have played with my close gap a little better here to avoid this kind of thing. But good I saw it. Now I can fix it. I'm really not sure that those lines would even show when printing, but you know, it doesn't hurt to be careful. So the tips of the hair are often something. I think there is a functionality, but I don't remember it. So probably I'll look at it again later. I haven't been using clip paint for very long. But even using it that short has yielded some really good results. So pretty happy with it so far. That's why I keep promoting it, because I think it's a great software, and also it's, you know, now Photoshop you need to pay every month, and ClipPaint still does offer a version that is not per month. Although I'm not sure if that's going to keep up, because their iPad version is you need to pay every month, so I don't know. Hopefully they'll keep offering this pay once version. So that's something that bugs me with software these days. It's I don't need so many updates. I just need something that, you know, that works well. And they always try to, you know, put a ton of feature that nobody needs. You know, especially for a comic, I think comic work is kind of, oh, come on, man. Keep putting on the wrong layer. Where's my clown? Where's my clown? Here? Ah, there he is. Yeah, so they keep adding new features that nobody, you know, pretty much never use. You know, if it's a huge thing that can really change the software, you know, fine. But often there are such small improvements, if they're improvements at all, and that kind of bugs me. Oh, I forgot this part here, so let me fix that right away. Where are you, clown? So if I put one more step in close gap, will it work? No. If I could put a third step. No. Wow. There you go. I'll go back to 1. Making a character come out of a frame is a little annoying in Clip Paint. I haven't found any easy way to do this. I just draw them outside and kind of cut the frame out. So see my frame is like below it. And then my character are on top like this. Looking at this, I think I can improve. And I'll show you what I'm gonna do. You see how the purple here is very similar to the gray, so I think that if I just switch and put this here, which one would show out the most? This one? I'm looking at the colors I have and which one would contrast that purple the most. Won't be that, right? Not bad, huh? If I try yellow. Yellow is good. I think brown works better. Yeah, you can see the arm a whole lot better like this. So there's some little tweaks. You know, you need to think about these because this is an important part. As you can see, the clown is looking towards the bottom to his knife. Gauthier is not seeing the knife. That's very close to him. So there's an impending sense of danger in this panel. And what I'm gonna do, this will be what I share from this live on social media. So I'll call this danger. All right, back to this panel. You might wonder why everything is there. What is this? Sorry, I see something weird here. I think I filled. Oh no, when did this happen? Oh no. Ah. Don't tell me I did. Oh no. So I'll need to recolor all this. Shouldn't be too long. Just annoying. You see when I filled that here, it went in and filled everything in brown, and that's exactly what I was telling you. So good, I saw that right now. So I'm just gonna undo because this is a huge pain to fix if you don't notice it early enough. So I'll just redo what I did before. I just want to paint this. Now it's good. Okay, great. Phew. Good, I saw that. Okay. Why it was kind of a happy accident that I noticed, because I just wanted to show you something quick. You see how this image is complete by itself, and when I put in the right page on top, it just stands out on its own. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export that right page by itself, and that whole drawing by itself, so that when I put it into my layout program in design, this will I need to prepare the bleed so that these two sections work together. It's a little bit technical, but it's a lot but I might need to move this part of the drawing, and so it might not connect exactly on this line. So it's good to have a full drawing underneath for this purpose. Also, for this big bleed, sometimes it's nice to have the under drawing so that you can use it as a banner or something like that. But for all spreads, I try to at least complete a big part of the drawing that's going underneath the panel for that reason, for the bleed reason, because I need to play around with that section here. All right. The clown, I forgot to finish his lead, his shirt here. Let me just fix that. There you go. on the hair will be tricky. So I can try to do the main sections with no close gap and see how far I can go. But it's like all those little things. And I think one of these color margin or area scaling plays a bit to help with that, but yeah, it's just this kind of hair is not fun to color, to flat out at least. Yeah, so I kind of need to go in and reselect everything. It's probably faster than trying to bucket fill everything. So just a little stretch. 15 minutes to go. All right. Oh, where's this makeup? I forgot to flat that. It's here. Yeah. Sorry. Right. Should have worked until 2 last night on this. I don't know. When I get started, sometimes I don't see time pass. It's not very good to do this, though. I don't recommend it. No, wrong layer. Cool. Finding layer can be challenging sometimes. In Photoshop there is a shortcut. I need to look at that because it's very annoying to find stuff. I need to look if there's a shortcut. If you know it, please let me know. Like in Photoshop, you can say Alt click and then it will take you to the layer where there's a big visible pixel. See, it was starting to swirl there. It means I probably started to fill everything under. That's really a tall sign. Need to be careful about that. I think that's a better shirt color for him. It's a bit too, that red was a bit too much. It doesn't match the rest of the color. Too bright. Me. Fix that. Yeah, makes more sense. So it's much easier to switch a color at this stage and after you started shadowing. I'm trying to find where the purple here, it's not supposed to be like this. See, I colored it with the floor. it will be weird when if I try to highlight the front. So just fixing that. Doesn't matter that it's behind as well because it won't show, but if I try to highlight some stuff and it won't connect, it's gonna be weird. Okay, so this here, pants. I needed the color of the flower. 5 minutes to go. Before I go, I'll take a 5 minutes. I'll take a couple minutes. I just wanted to share something I just got through the mail. Yeah, let's see better this way. So, one of my local friends from Trois-Rivières just finally got his book done. So it's called Freak Snow. And let me show it to you. And I finally got it in my hand. I haven't opened it yet. So I'm going to open it right in front of you. I'm very curious to see this one because he's been hyping it for quite a while. We've been waiting a bit too long, Kevin. So Kevin is very active in social media. So if you frequent the forums and the Facebook group, you've most likely seen him. And oh, this is looking really nice. Great paper quality. It's a bit bigger than a standard comic book, I think. If I just pick one up quickly, yeah. So this is kind of a standard size, right? It's a little bit bigger. So, just a little bit. That's unusual. I would have thought that it was exactly the same size. So let me show you a bit of inside. Pretty cool graphic design from Rob Cannon. The style is very interesting. Some nice bad words there, but it's cool. The hand letters things work well. Yeah, it looks interesting. I can't wait to take my time to dive into this. So really happy for you, Kevin, and I hope to see more of your work soon. Kevin is a writer and Rob Cannon is the artist on this book. And so this live is pretty much over. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really appreciate your feedback, comments, like, follow, all that stuff. It's really great. I appreciate it all. It really helps me to focus and realize what people are looking for in videos like this. So if you have any question, if you would like me to talk about something specifically, like before somebody asked me about captions and bubbles, how do you do them? Well, there's a nice tool for that, and I explained it in one of my videos. So yeah, so if you have anything like that you would like me to cover, then let me know. Otherwise, next week there's a new page up on the webcomic, so I hope you will enjoy. It's a pretty funny one, I think. And the book is available on the website as well, so if you'd like to get my book, you can order it right there. It's also available on Comixology. So if you want to get it from there, it's also available. And that being said, pretty much done for today. So I will close it here, and I hope you're gonna have a great Saturday. And take care of yourself. Keep healthy. Keep those good habits. Wear your masks and all that good stuff. And I'll see you around. Bye bye.